Right, along with road line, an odd number of persons are placed at an interval of 10 meters. They have to be assembled around a middle person, around at the middle person. Then they all together covering a distance of 2.4 kilometers. Then the number of persons are, right. Let's say if we have 3 persons. First person, second person, third persons. Distance between 2 consecutive persons is 10 meters. If we have 3 persons, all 3 need to be met at place 2. So first person should travel 10 meters here. Third person should travel 10 meters. Total 20 meters. So ఈ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ మొత్తం మీద 20 meters ట్రావెల్ చేస్తే అందరూ సెకండ్ ప్లేస్ దగ్గర మీట్ అవుతారు. కరెక్ట్? If we have 5 persons, 4 and then 5. Let's take an example. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Middle person is third one. First person need to travel 20 meters to reach place 3. Second person need to travel 10 meters. So left part total 30 meters. Left side part total 30 meters. Right side part. Fourth person, the person at fourth place need to travel 10 meters to reach third place. The person at fifth place need to travel 20 meters to reach third place. So again the same number will write. You'll get same number 20 plus 10. ఇందాక కూడా అట్లానే వచ్చింది 10 10. Left side 10, right side 10. Now also it is left side 20 plus 10 meters, right side also 20 plus 10 meters. Total will be 2 into 20 plus 10 meters. Are you getting my number? If we have 7 numbers, why are we taking only odd numbers? Because they have given clearly, they have mentioned that only odd number of persons are there. So if we have 7 places, see I am trying to develop the logic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 persons are there. Middle place is fourth place. Okay? Let's concentrate left side part. Person at first place need to travel 30 meters and second 20 meters, 10 meters. So right side also you will get 10 plus 20 plus 30. Total distance will be 2 into 30, 20, 10. Right? All these are 10 multiples, right? Take 10 common, that will be 20 into 3 plus 2 plus 1. I will say 1 plus 2 plus 3. Sum of natural numbers. Right? If we have 7 persons, what is our number? How many numbers are there? 3. 3 numbers are there. If we have 5 persons, 2. Like that, if we have n persons, if we have, as your number is odd number, let me treat it as n plus 1. I have n plus 1 members here, or else 2n plus 1 members. I have 2n plus 1 members in our group. Total distance will be equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus and so on plus n into 20. This is the total distance that they are going to travel to meet at middle place. And this distance is given as 2.4 kilometers. That will be 2400 meters. Sum of n natural numbers, n into n plus 1 by 2. Solve it, you will get the value. This is one way solving the equation. Okay? Otherwise, I don't want to do this. I don't want to even treat this number as 2n plus 1. Let me go for answer to question. If number of persons are 35, how many numbers do we need to add? Minus 1 by 2. If we have 7 persons here, we have added first 3 numbers. 1 plus 2 plus 3. How did we get 3? 7 minus 1 by 2. If you have 5 persons, how many persons were there in our addition? 1 plus 2. 5 minus 1 by 2. right? If you have 35 persons here, till how many numbers we need to add? Minus 1 by 2 till 17. 1 plus 2 plus 3 and so on, 17. Sum of n natural numbers. 17 into n plus 1 by 2. 17 into 18 by 2. 2 anyway 10 times. Don't worry about 0. 17 into 18, will that be equal to 240? No, definitely not. 17 into 18, sum of, not sum of, product of consecutive numbers. Small number square plus small number. You can treat this number 18 as 17 plus 1. 17 into 17 plus 1 becomes 17 square plus 17. Small number square plus small number. 17 square itself is 281, but we have 240 there. This cannot be your answer. If your n value, number of persons are 15, what is n value? Minus 1 by 2, 7. Sum of 7 natural numbers. 7 into 8 by 2. Will that be equal to 2400? No. 29. Let me treat 29. 29. What is n value? 14. So sum of n natural numbers, 14 natural numbers. 14 into 15 by 2. Forget about 2 here, because we are going to cancel 20 with 2. 14 into 15, small number square plus small number. 14 square, 196 plus 14, 210, but we have 240 here. This cannot be your ones. Next option, 31. 31, what is n value? 15. So that will be 15 into 16 by 2. Forget about 2 here. 15 into 16, 15 square plus 15. 225 plus 15, 240. Yes, 0 cancelled with this 0, 2 gets cancelled. Answer done. N value 31. Else you need to solve the equation, the previous one. 20, if you take 20 common, you need to add sum of numbers from 1 to n. Solve the equation, then you will get n value. Next, 32. A group of 630 children is arranged in rows for a group photograph session. Each row contains 3 fewer children than the row in front of it. What number of rows is not possible? What number of rows is not possible? Not possible annam. Ante 5 options lo 4 possible avutayi, okkate avvadu. First of all, basic check. How many even numbers are there? How many odd numbers are there? For these type of questions, if you have only 1 even number and 4 odd numbers, that even number is your answer. Otherwise, if you have 4 even numbers and 1 odd number, that 1 odd number itself is your answer. Basic check, adi minimum common sense. Atla emanna dorukutademo check cheyandi. How many even numbers are there? 2. How many odd numbers are there? Answer must be in even number. Rende unnai kada, andulone untadi answer. Right? So let me verify first 4 and then 6. If I have 4 rows, 1 first row, second row, third row, fourth row. What is number difference between 2 consecutive rows? 3. If you have x persons here, this will be x minus 3, and this is x minus 6, x minus 9, right? Sum is 4x minus 18. 4x minus 18. How many total number of persons we have? 630. 4x minus 18 is equal to 630. 4x will be 630 plus 18. That will be 648. Can you get x value? As integer, will you get x value or not? Is this number a multiple of 4 or not? Yes, this is possible. If you have 6 rows, 1 more row and then 1 more row. This is x minus 12, x minus 15. Sum is 6x minus, wait a minute, minus 6 minus 9. Minus 6 minus 9. Minus 15 minus 15. 30 plus 12, 42, 45. 6x minus 45 is equal to 630. 6x will be equal to 675. Is 675 multiple of 6? So here you will not get integer for x value. So number of persons ante half person 1/4 person itla untaru kada, integer lone undali. Will you get integer for x value here? Answer is 6. Answer 6 anna, sixth option anla. We don't have sixth option, right? $33. A shopkeeper sold 10 items, all of which are of the same cost price. Okay, cost prices are same, such that profit percentage on no two items is the same. All are different selling prices. Cost prices are same. All selling prices are having different numbers. The profits made on the given item were in an arithmetic progression. They were in continuous increasing or continuous decrease. If the profit percentage of the item, the selling price of which is fourth highest selling price, and the item, the selling price of which is seventh highest, were 13% and then 10%. As discussed, they are all having same cost prices, but they have all different selling prices. And if you arrange them in descending order, highest annar kada, descending order, first place, fourth place, seventh place, 10th place. The highest selling price one, fourth highest selling price, seventh highest selling price, and then least selling price values. Look at these as place values. ఇవి నంబర్లు కాదు, ప్లేస్ వాల్యూస్ అవి. ఫోర్త్ ప్లేస్, సెవెంత్ ప్లేస్, సెల్లింగ్ ప్రైసెస్లో ప్లేసెస్ అవి. ఓకే, సో దే సెడ్ ఇఫ్ ద ప్రాఫిట్ పర్సంటేజ్ ఆఫ్ ద ఐటమ్, selling price of which is fourth highest, this one, and this value is given as 13%, you have fifth value here, sixth value here, and then seventh value here, and the item, the selling price of which is seventh highest were 10% respectively. So this place value is given as 10%. This is fourth highest selling price and this is seventh highest selling price. All are in descending order. Okay, and all are having different numbers. And they are in arithmetic progression. Many conditions are here. So ikkada ee rendu numbers lo decreasing order lone ravali. So these two numbers must be in between 13 and 10. As they are in arithmetic progression, difference between these two numbers must be equal to difference between fifth place and sixth place, and that should be equal to sixth place and then seventh place. So these two values must be 12% and then 11%. Am I right? Yes or no? Right. Now what is your question? Find the profit percentage on the whole, average profit percent. Right? All are consecutive numbers, right? 10, 11, 12, 13. After that also you will get 14, 15, 16, and before that you will get 9, 8, 7. So all are consecutive numbers. Out of 10 numbers, and they are consecutive numbers, average will be equal to middle number. Out of 10 numbers, which one is middle number? Out of 10 numbers, which one will be middle number? Number in between fifth number and sixth number. Our fifth number is 12%, sixth number is 11%. Number in between these two will be 11.5%, and this is our overall profit percentage. Or else you'll have to find out the other four values, other three values, and here also three values: 13, 14, 15, 16. First place, second place, third place, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, 9th, 10th, and then you need to calculate average of these 10 numbers, which is not required. Out of 10 consecutive numbers, average will be middle number. Middle number in the sense number in between fifth number and then sixth number, which is 11.5%. 34. A bag contains 5 red balls, 3 yellow balls and then 2 white balls. The number of ways in which one or more actually గా ఇక్కడ ఒక 2 questions frame చేస్తాము, రాసుకోండి. It should have one more information. The number of ways in which one or more colored ball, write that word. One or more colored ball or one or more color you can say, whatever. One or more color can be taken out of the ball, out of the baggies. Idi oka question. And the other question is same information. The number of ways in which one or more ball can be taken out of the box, out of the baggies. First చెప్పింది దేని గురించి? కలర్. సెకండ్ బాల్. చాలా డిఫరెన్స్ ఉంది రెండిటికి. If you are expecting only one color, how many balls you have? How many total balls you have? 10 balls. Out of 10 balls, if you pick one ball, you'll get one color, right? In how many ways can you do that? 10C1. How many ways? 10 ways. Yes or no? Right. So, getting one color. In how many ways can you do that? 10C1 ways, which is 10. Now I am expecting 2 colors. Not 10C2. 10C2 lo I may get 2 red balls, right? But I am getting only one color. Meer 10C2 annar anukondi, you are getting 2 balls, not 2 colors. Are you getting my point? Yes or no? Right. So now I want 2 color balls, one red, one yellow, or one red, one white, or one yellow, one white. Yes or no? Right. One red and one yellow. 5C1 into 3C1, or plus one red and one white. 5C1 into 2C1, or plus one yellow, one white. 3C1 into 2C1. Okay? So that will be like 5 into 3 plus 5 into 2 plus 3 into 2 ways. Okay? Now, how many different colors we have? Now I want 3 colors. I want one red, one yellow, one white. In how many ways can we do that? 5 into 3 into 2. Actually 10 koda either one red or one yellow or one white. You should write it as 5C1 or 3C1 or 2C1. అంత అవసరం లేదు. 10లో ఒక బాల్ వచ్చిందంటే ఒక కలర్ వచ్చేసినట్టే. కాబట్టి డైరెక్ట్గా 10C1 అని వేస్తున్నాం. ప్రొఫెషనల్గా రాయాలి అంటే ఇట్లా. What is this? 10. And next number 15, 10, 25, 6, 31. This is 31 ways. And this is 30. 5 into 3 into 2. 30 ways. Total how many? 71. One or more color can be selected out of the bag is 71 ways. Okay? ఇదే క్వశ్చన్లో the number of ways in which one or more ball can be selected. Ball అన్నప్పుడు వేరు. One or more balls అంటే ఏమేమి వస్తాయి? One or more balls అంటే మొత్తం ఎన్ని బాల్స్ ఉన్నాయమ్మా? I may get 1 ball or 2 or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 balls, right? So that will be, in how many ways can I get 1 ball out of 10 balls? Amma? 10C1. And in how many ways can I get 2 balls? 10C2 plus 3 balls 10C3, 4 balls 10C4, 10C5 5 balls, 10C6 6 balls, 10C7 7 balls, 10C8 8 balls, 10C9 9 balls, all balls 10C10. This is your answer. ఇదంతా చేసే బదులు you have one theorem in combination, permutation and combination, that is NC0 plus NC1 plus NC2 plus and so on NCN will be equal to 2 to the power of n. 2 to the power of n. To this number, to this equation or to this value, if you add 10C0, if you also add 10C0, that will be equal to 2 to the power of 10 according to this concept. Yes or no? So this entire value becomes 2 to the power of 10 minus 10C0. What is 10C0 value? 1. 2 to the power of 10 minus 1 is your answer. What is 2 to the power of 10? 1024 minus 1 1023. So ఇదే క్వశ్చన్లో కలర్ అని ఉంటే 71 ఆన్సర్, బాల్ అని ఉంటే 1023 ఆన్సర్. సింగిల్ వర్డ్ విల్ చేంజ్ ఎంటైర్ వాల్యూ, ఎంటైర్ మీనింగ్ ఆఫ్ ది క్వశ్చన్. $35 answer. Obviously, take one example. N is even number, they said. So take 2-digit number, any stupid number, any number you want. మీ ఇష్టం వచ్చిన ఒక నెంబర్ తీసుకోండి, దాన్ని రివర్స్ చేయండి, యాడ్ చేయండి, అది ఏ మల్టిపుల్లో చెక్ చేయండి. టేక్ ఎనీ ఎగ్జాంపుల్. టెక్నికల్గా మాట్లాడాలి అని అంటే లెట్ మీ టేక్ XY. Can I treat XY as 10x plus y? Yes or no? And to this number I need to add a number which I will get by interchanging the digits, that is y into x. This I will treat as 10y plus x. This is 10x plus y, and this is 10y plus x. If I add these values, I am getting 11 into x plus y. So then original number and the number obtained by interchanging the digits, if you add those two numbers, you will always get 11 multiple. Are you getting my point? If it is addition, that will be 11 multiple. If it is subtraction, always 9 multiple. If you subtract a number obtained by interchanging the digits from the original number, you will always get 9 multiple. If you add those two numbers, you will always get 11 multiple. This is the basic funda. Okay na? అర్థమైందా? రైట్. సమ్ ఎప్పుడు 11 మల్టిపుల్ అవుతుందమ్మా, డిఫరెన్స్ ఎప్పుడు 9 మల్టిపుల్ అవుతుంది. అదర్వైజ్ టేక్ అన్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, విచ్ ఎవర్ యూ వాంట్. 14, interchanging the digits, you will get 41. Add these two numbers, you will get 55, which is 11 multiple. You can take any example. Next, A starts a business with a capital of 1500. B joins the business 6 months later from the start of the business, and C joins the business 8 months later from the start of the business. So end of the year, their respective shares in the profit was in the respective ratio 5:3:3. What is the sum of amount put in the business by B and C together? Right. When you look at these ratios of their profits, B and C both are getting same profit. Yes or no? Right. In what respective ratio we will divide profits? Investment multiplied by time ratio. B joined in the business after 6 months from the start of the business. So B is going to stay there for only 6 months, and C joined after 8 months from the start of the business. So he is going to be there for only 4 months. What is time ratio between B and C? 6 months and then 4 months. Yes, which is 3:2. If they are getting same profit, the investments of B and C must be 2:3. Then only they will get same profit. I am getting this conclusion from this particular point. The profit sharing ratio of A, B, C is given as 5:3:3. B and C both are getting same profit. So investments of B and C must be in the ratio 2:3. I will treat it as 2 parts and then 3 parts. Okay? Right. B invested 2 parts. For how many months? 6 months. C invested 3 parts. For how many months? 4 months. Okay? Right. A invested 1500. For how many months? For how many months? For 12 months. A invested 1500 for 12 months. Investment multiplied by time ratio of A, and for this he is getting 5x. Already parts anukunnam kada, x anukunnam. For this he is getting 5x. So I can say 5x is equal to this much. This is combined share of B and C. This is combined share of B and C. 12, 12. Total 24 parts. Or else individual share kuda teeskochu, it's up to you. Edaina okate kada, B share is 12 parts and C share is 12 parts. Keep that aside. And you know that 5x is equal to 1500 into 12. How much is B getting here? How much is B getting here from the ratio? 3x. And C? 3x. If 5x is equal to 1500 into 12, what about 3x value? Wait, look at here. 5 into 300, 5 into 300 into 12. Into 300 into 12, that's what we are doing. Into 300, 900 into 12. And this is equal to how many parts? Not much better. Which is equal to how many parts? 12 parts. So now I will say 12 parts is equal to 900 into 12. From this, 1 part is equal to 900. What is investment ratio of B and C together? Investment ratio of B and C is 2:3. 2:3. Sum of investments of B and C? 5 parts. 1 part is 900. 5 parts is equal to how much? 4500. See, time ratio of B and C is given as 3:2. So investment ratio must be equal to 2:3. 2 parts and then 3 parts. B invested 2 parts for 6 months. That will be 12 parts. Hence this is equal to 12 parts. 12 parts is equal to 3x, which is equal to 900 into 12. If 12 parts is 900 into 12, 1 part is equal to 900. And you're asked about investments of B and C together, which is 5 parts. 5 parts is 4500. Actually, total investment of B and C is equal to how many parts? 5 parts. Your answer should be 5 multiple, but all your options are 5 multiple. Hence we are not going with that. Ikkada 5 parts kaakunda inkeke vere edaina number undi anukondi, you can definitely go for that number, that verification. Next, 37. A boat can travel 4.2 kilometers upstream in 14 minutes. If the respective ratio of the speed of the boat in still water and the speed of the stream is 7:1, how much time will the boat take to cover 17.6 kilometers downstream in minutes? Right. You are given man speed and then stream speed ratio. The respective ratio of the speed of the boat in still water, speed of the man in still water, and the speed of the stream is 7:1 this set. So from the ratio you can say downstream speed is equal to 8 parts. Upstream speed is equal to 6 parts. Right? Next. You asked about how much time. Time to cover 17.6 kilometers in which stream? Downstream. So time t is equal to distance by speed. So which speed you have to consider? Time is equal to distance by speed kada. Ye speed తీసుకోవాలి? Downstream, because you need to cover 17.6 kilometers in downstream. So now you need to have downstream speed. Okay? Look at here. What is downstream in terms of number of parts? 8 parts. 8 how many times? 2.2 times. 2.2. Forget about decimal. Forget about decimal. 22 is 11 multiple. Your answer should be 11 multiple. How many 11 multiples here? Amma? I'll go with that option. If you want to calculate, come on. Upstream, 6 parts. In terms of number of parts, there is 6 parts. Keep it aside. Hold it. In upstream, he covered 4.2 kilometers in 14 minutes. But we need to measure speed in kilometer per hour. Hour in the sense, how many minutes? 60 minutes. In 14 minutes, they covered 4.2 kilometers. Forget about point here for time being. In 14 minutes, he covered 42 kilometers. 14, how many times is 42? Huh? Right. In the same ratio, per hour in the sense 60 minutes. In 60 minutes, he can cover 180. But we have 4.2, not 42, right? So that cannot be 180. That will be 18 kilometer per hour. So upstream speed is equal to 18 kilometer per hour, which is 6 parts. If 6 parts is 18, 6 3 times is 18, right? Downstream speed is 8 parts. 8 3s 24 kilometer per hour divided by 24. You are getting time in hours, but you are asked about time in minutes into 60. 8 3 times 8 2.2 times 3 20 times. Take 0 here, that becomes 22 into 2 44. But which is not required. 17.6 by 8 parts is 2.2. Something you have. 2.2 is 11 multiple. Your answer should be 11 multiple and you have only 1. A bag contains 5 red balls, 6 yellow balls and 3 green balls. Total how many balls we have? 14 balls. If 2 balls are picked at random, total number of outcomes are 14C2. What is the probability that either both are red or both are green? How many red balls we have? 6. 5. In how many ways can we get 2 red balls? 5C2 ways. Or I may have 2 green balls. How many green we have? 3. In how many ways can we get 2 balls out of green? 3C2 by 14C2. 5C2 plus 3C2 by 14C2. 5 into 4 by 2, which is 10, right? 10 plus 3, 13. 13 by 14 into 13 by 2. 13 cancel. 2 how many times? 7 times. 1 by 7 answer. Next, 39. 10 men can finish a piece of work in 15 days. 8 women can finish the same piece of work in 25 days. Only 10 women started working and in few days of completion completed certain amount of work. After that 3 men joined them. The remaining work was completed by 10 women and 3 men together in 5 days. After how many days 3 men joined 10 women? Right. వన్ డే వర్క్ కాన్సెప్టా నా మెథడా? అంటే పద్ధతిగా ప్రకారం వెళ్ళాలి అని అంటే వన్ డే వర్క్ కాన్సెప్ట్, అడ్డదిడ్డిగా వెళ్ళాలి అని అంటే అట్లా చెప్తా. అడ్డదిడ్డంగా రైట్. 10 men can complete the work in 15 days. 8 women can complete the work in 25 days. 10 women started the work. They worked for some days. కొన్ని డేస్ చేశారు, ఎన్ని రోజుల్లో తెలియదు, తర్వాత మాట్లాడుకుందాం. ఆఫ్టర్ దట్ 3 men joined them and these people have completed the work in 5 days. After how many days? 3 men joined 10 women. This is what your question. Now I want to have same number of days here. If 10 men can complete the work in 15 days, 1 man can complete the work in 150 days. 8 women can complete the work in 25 days. 1 woman can complete the work in 200 days. Here we have 150 and here we have 200. Both are 50 multiples. Right? Now, if 1 man can complete the work in 150 days, 3 men can complete the work in 50 days. Product is 150. Right? If 8 women can complete the work in 25 days, 4 women can complete the same work in 50 days. Yes or no? I have same number of days here. Number of days are same. So efficiency of 3 men will be equal to efficiency of 4 women. From this information, 1 woman can complete the work in how many days? 1 woman can complete the work in how many days? 200 days, right? Remember that. After working for some days, 3 men joined 10 women. Efficiency of 3 men is equal to? So can I replace 3 men with 4 women? Yes or no? So total how many women are here? 14 women worked for how many days? 5 days. The same I can represent it as 1 woman can work for 70 days. 14 women worked for 5 days, which is equal to 1 woman worked for 70 days. Working with only 1 woman, how many days do we need to complete the work? నాకు చెప్పారు గుర్తుపెట్టుకోమన్నా, 200 days. Out of 200 days, from this statement we can say 1 woman worked for 70 days. Still how many days are pending? 130 days. 130 days work is pending. Now, working with 1 woman, we need 130 days to complete the work. But how many women started the work? 10 women complete the same work in how many days? That's your answer. వన్ డే వర్క్లో కాన్సెప్ట్లో చేయాలంటే 10 men can complete the work in 15 days. 1 man can complete the same work in 150 days. 8 women can complete the work in 25 days. 1 woman can complete the same work in 200 days. What is 1 day work of 1 man? 150. 1 day work of woman? 1 by 200. 1 day work, right? 1 by 200. Working with 1 man, 1 day work is 1 by 150. And if 1 woman started the work, 1 day work of women is 1 by 200. How many women started the work? 10 women. 10 women, which is 10 by 200. 10 women started working and worked for how many days? Not given. They worked for X days. After that 3 men joined and altogether worked for 5 days. So 10 women worked for how many days? X plus 5 days. 10 women alone worked for X days. After 3 men joined them, they worked for again 5 days. 5 days. So 10 women worked for total X plus 5 days. This is total work of 10 women in the out of total work. How many men started here? 3 men. 1 man work is 1 by 150. 3 men work is 3 by 150. 3 men worked for how many days? 5 days. Then that is equal to 3 into 5 by 150. This is total work of women and this is total work of men. Working together they have completed the work is equal to 1. Solve the equation, you will get X value. See, this is 15 by 150, 1 by 10. Take this 1 by 10 to right hand side, that becomes 1 minus 1 by 10. That is 9 by 10. 0, 0 gets cancelled. X plus 5 by 20. 10 how many times? 2 times. X plus 5 is equal to 18. X is equal to 18 minus 5, which is 13. One day work concept. At present, pi is 6 years older to Ray. The respective ratio between the percentages of pi and mini is 3:4. At present, Ray is 14 years younger to mini. What is Ray's percentage? Right. What is Ray's percentage? Answer should be either third option or fourth option. Yeah, I'll tell you first my logic. See, here they said Ray is 14 years younger to Mini. Mini is here. What is Mini's age here? 4 parts. If Mini's age is 4 parts, what about Ray's age? 14 years younger to Mini, they said. 4 parts minus 14. Right? And this is what you asked about, Ray's percentage. If Ray's percentage is something, how will you get Mini's age? What is difference between Ray's age and Mini's age? 14. Who is elder? Who is elder? Mini. So, to this guy's age, if you add 14 years, you will get Mini's age. Am I right? Yes or no? From here, what is Mini's age? 4 parts. Should be a multiple of 4. Yes? If this is Ray's age, if you add 14 to this number, will that be 4 multiple? This cannot be your answer. Right? Add 14 to this. Will that be 4 multiple? No. Add 14 here. Add 14 here. Will that be 4 multiple? Add 14 here. Will that be 4 multiple? Add 14 here. Will that be 4 multiple? Answer either 14 or 18. This is my point. One more point. At present pi is 6 years older to Ray. What is age difference between pi's age and Ray's age? 6 years. Who is elder? Pi. Who is elder? Pi. So if you add 6 years to pi's, if you add 6 years to Ray's age, you'll get pi's age. Am I right? And from this, what is pi's age? 3 parts. 3 parts. So should be a multiple of 3. And we have decided answer is either 14 or 18. Add 6 years to this. 20. Is 20 multiple of 3? This cannot be your answer. This is final answer. Add 6 years to this. Add 6 years to this. 24. Is 24 6 multiple? Sorry, 3 multiple? This is final answer. Otherwise, if you want to solve it, out of pi Ray and pi Mini, we have pi common here. Let Ray's age be something, some x. Pi's age becomes x plus 6. Ratio between Pi's age to Minnie's age. Pi's age to Minnie's age is given as 3:4. Hence, let it be, wait a minute, 3 parts and then 4 parts. If Pi's age is 3 parts, what about race age? If Pi's age is 3 parts, what about race age? 3 parts minus 6. And what about Minnie's age here? 4 parts. If Minnie's age is 4 parts, what about race age? 4 parts minus 14. This is race age. This is also race age. Both are same. 1 part is equal to 8. 1 part is equal to 8. We are asked about race age. This is what race age. If 1 part is equal to 8, what about 3 parts? 24 minus 6, 18. Or else substitute here also. If 1 part is 8, what about 4 parts? 32. 32 minus 14, 18 answer. Next, 41 to 45. Series. Any question? 40. Difference, I think. How much is difference here? 2. Next. Next. 1 cube plus 1, 2 cube plus 1, 3 cube plus 1, 4 cube plus 1 should be 65. Satisfying. Next 5 cube plus 1. You need to add 126. Number should end with 7 and you have only one option. Right. That's it. Next 46 to 50. 46 to 50. అవసరం లేదా? Before 49? Before 49 50 at వస్తాయా? Store M and N sell only 2 types of hats. Fedora hats and trial by hats. If the respective ratio of the total number of Fedora hats and the total number of trial by hats sold by stores M and N together during March is 9:5. What is the total number of Fedora hats sold by stores M and N together during March? Right. This is in March, right? This is in March. In March, how many hats we have total? 780, 480. Total? 1260. Total number of hats are 1260. Which are from store M and N together. And they have only 2 types of hats. Both the stores have only 2 types of hats. And those hats were in the respective ratio 9:5. So 9 parts and then 5 parts. Total how many parts? So 14 parts is equal to this much. And you're asked about what is the total number of Fedora hats sold by stores M and N. Fedora hats in the sense 9 parts. 9 parts is equal to how much? Answer should be 9 multiple. How many 9 multiples are there? All are. You have to do it. Forget about 0 here. Forget about 0. 14 10 times. How much you have in left hand side? 14 less than 140, right? In a sense 9 times. 9 times of this number 81 and then a 0. 8 10 answer. Next 50th. If the total number of hats sold by stores M and N together in July, which is not there, is 15% more than the total number of hats sold by the same stores together in June, Okay. What is the total number of hats sold by the same stores together during July? Okay. What percent more they said? 15% more. Answer should be 115%. 115. 115. Waste. Directly chesedam. Come on. In June, total we have 720 plus 440. Total 1160. So, 1160 is total number of hats sold in the month of June. And if you want to calculate number of hats in July, you need to add 15%. What about 10%? 116. 5% is half of this, which is 58. So your answer should end with 34. How many options are there? How many options are there? In Andike Anna, 34 Anna. I said 34, not 4. ఎందుకంటే ఇట్లాంటి క్వశ్చన్స్లో లాస్ట్ డిజిట్ తోటి రేర్గా ఉంటాయి. లాస్ట్ 2 digits తోటి ఖచ్చితంగా ఒకటే ఉంటుంది. Over? Any other question in this set? Sure? 40? 47. Number of hats sold by store M during January is what percent of the total number of hats sold by store N during March and April? N, March and April. M in January. Where is M? Star. M in January is 640. N in March and April. March and April. That is 1200, right? 480, 720. How much? 1200 into 100. Straight forward. What about 50%? 600. But we have 640, which is more than that. So to this number you need to add 40 so that it becomes 640. If 50% is 600, or else wait, 100% is 1200, 10% is 120, 1% is 12, 2% 24, 3% 36. This is more than 36. Hence this value must be definitely more than 3%. Answer should be 53% and something else. Right? Next. 53 1/3% answer. That's it. Any other question? 51 to 55 quadratic equation. (56) 1441 divided by something. Forget about it. This is 150 into 15. 150. 15 into 10. Forget about 10. We can consider 10 later. 15 into 15. 225. And into 10. 2250. Take this value to right hand side. That becomes minus 2250. 2200 plus 600, 2800. 50 plus 54, 104, 2904. If you subtract 2904 from this number, you will get 96. So you need to divide 1441 divided by 96. 1441 divided by 96. That's what, right? Ante kada? Wait. 10 times of this number, 960. 20 times of this number, 1920, which is in between that, right? So answer is more than 10 but less than 20. How many options are there? Only one, right? 15 answer. 10 times of denominator is 960, which is more than that. Answer is more than 10. 20 times of denominator is 1920, which is less than that. Answer should be less than 20. More than 10, less than 20. Only one, 15. Next. Ma. (25) 14 times. Wait. Agandabba. 25 10 times. 25 4 times. 250 100 350. 350, and this is 20 16 times. 20 16s 320. 350 plus 320 670. fifth, and this is 6400, right? Into 1 5 by 8. Let me convert this as 13 by 8. I'll treat this as 13 by 8, and this is 6400. 8 times 2 zeros, 800. 800 into 13. 800 has 2 zeros, keep it aside. 8 13 times 104. So that is 10400. This is over. Plus 353 divided by something. Take this 10,400 to right hand side. Hope so. This is 10,448.8. I will treat this as 10,445. From this subtract 10,400. What will you get? 45. So 353 divided by x is equal to 45, they said. X will be equal to 353 divided by 45. Clearly 8 times, right? 10 times of this number, 450. But you have less than that. How much is difference between 450 and this number approximate? 10 times is 450, I said. This is less than that. Difference is 100. In 100 you will have near about 245s. So answer is 2 times less than 10 times, which is 8 times. Next. Identi divided by divided by, right. Now come on. 8460 divided by 12 minus 24 into 100 by 5. Divided by 5 by 100 I want to interchange the symbol, so that you need to take inverse of the number. 5 by 100 becomes 100 by 5 now. 12, 7 times 84, 70 times 840, 700 times 8400. Apart from that you have 60. 5 times. So this is 705 times. 5 how many times? 20 times. 24 2 times 48. Into 10 480. From this you need to subtract 480. Subtract 500, add 20. Subtract 500, 205. Add 20, 225. Next. 15% of 680 plus 20% of 220. 15%, 10% plus half. 10%, 68, half, 34. 68 plus 34, 102. This is 102. 10% 22, 20% is 44. Answer 146. Edidi? Okay, 68, 145. 61 to 65. 61. Any other question? 64. Apart from these two? 61. Marketing expenses of company D is less than marketing expenses of company B by approximately what percent? D and B marketing. D and B marketing. Right. Company D, marketing expenses they are going to spend 20%. 20% of what? 65. 20% of 65 is 13. So company D's marketing expenses are 13. And for company B it is 23%. Marketing they are spending 23%. 23% on what? 80. 23% of 80 or 80% of 23, one and the same. Yes? How do you calculate 80% of 23? 100% of 23 is 23 minus 20%. 10% is 2.3. 20% is 4.6. 23 minus 4.6. How much is that? 18.4. Now look at your actual question. Marketing expenses of company D is less than. 13 is how much less than 18.4? 5.4 less out of 18.4 into 100. I'll treat it as 54 by 184. Look at your options first. 40, 39, 59, 29. Okay. 10%? 18.4. 30%? 18.4 into 3. 18 3 times. 54. 0.43 times. 1.2. So, 30% becomes 55.2. But we have 54, which is less than this. Answer is less than 30% but very close to 30%. Look at your options. 29%. What is next question you asked? 64. Total expenses of company E in October 2012. This is in April. The data given is in April. Now, they are talking about October. Was 20% more than the total given expenses of the same company in April. How much was the marketing expenses of the same company in October 12 if it was 25% of the total expenses of the same month? Right. In April, for company E we have 70%. We have 70%. 70 lakhs. In October it increases by what percent? 20%. What about 20% of 70? 14. It increases by 20%. So, increases by 14 from 70, that becomes 84. And for marketing in that particular month they are going to spend 25%, which is half and half. 21. Half is 42, again half is 21. 21 lakhs. Fourth option. Any other question? Huh? A question. ఈరోజు పేపర్ ఎంత?